Hey, and welcome back to my Let's Play series, A Sparkling World. Last episode we worked on my armor, and now it looks nice and shiny with all enchants on it. And the only thing that we couldn't finish was this new building behind me. And I decided to not call it a house, because it's not a house, it's a trading hall. So let me show you what I did in between episodes. Since I got a little bit carried away, I already put in some villagers. So let me show you the clip, and I'll be back after. And as you can see, I placed all the villagers inside. I'm not sure why the villagers didn't show up in the clip. Some of those minecarts showed empty, but they were all here. So as you can see, I placed all the ones with the protection, feather falling. I placed them all in here, and also on that side. And now the top floor is still empty, and I still have some villagers left. So I think I will make some more holding places for them and put them in here. They're really loud. So let me show you the railway that I used. It's now ending here, and I adjusted so that we can have a straight line towards our station building, like this. And this is where they come out. So as you can see, we've got two villagers that don't have a job yet, and one in the end here. I think it is our silk touch guy. No, it's respiration 3. So he still needs a spot on the top floor, and then those two can also be there, I think. Maybe we give him his own home, since we don't really need that much respiration. I I can give him his own home, but for now he doesn't have one, so he has to do with the station building. So the top floor of our trading hall will be something different than librarians. I think we've got enough of those already. So I think we could go for maybe some mason, so we can get some terracotta and maybe some glazed terracotta as well. Would be nice. So let me get started on the trading hall's top floor, and I will meet you after. So for the top floor, we're going to do the similar thing as we did on the bottom floor. So we start with a block in the corner, and then a villager in between, and we continue that for this entire side. And then on top we're going to place in some trapdoors so our villagers can't jump out. And then underneath here, in front of them, we're going to place their working benches, and on top we're going to place a trapdoor so we can hide them and also just trade with them. And then to avoid our experience to get stuck between the entire block, we're going to place in some glass panes in between, like so. And now all that's left to do for me is put in our villagers and their working stations. So this will be some masonry. So I have to make some stone gutters, and that means that I have to get some iron from our other village, and I also need to make our railway go up all the way to the top. So let me do this, and I'll see you once I've put in more villagers. So this is the amount of mason that I can produce now. So we've got to level them up with some emeralds to see what kind of terracotta they're giving us. As you can see, this side is a little bit empty, but that's because our villager breeder has to put out a little bit more. So for now, this is what we've done with this side. And now we still have to build the other side. And I think I would also like some villagers on this side. But I don't think I want the same as on that one. So I will leave it open until I know what I want there. So let me get building on this part and also put in the railing on this bridge. Okay, so the other side is built. It's a little bit less tall than the other, than this one. This one is one higher. As you can see, the windows are also a little bit smaller. So let me take a look inside. This one looks a little bit different from the inside. As you can see, this is entirely open, and I changed the roof line a little bit. And then on the left side, we've got the stairway that will lead us to our balcony, which we can look upon. And then on the other side, we've got our doorway that will lead to the other building. And from here, we have a nice view. So in the other building, this one, I don't want as many villagers as we've got on the other side. So I think only the bottom floor will have some villagers, and this floor will just decorate a little bit with maybe a fireplace or something. So let me go down. So as you can see, the ceiling is quite high. It's a nice space. We can still fit in quite a lot of villagers, and I only want them on the outside, not here in between. I think that would get it really messy if I would do that. So for now, this build is done, since I don't know what villagers I want in it. And what I want to do now is oh is put in some flower boxes around the build, because it's looking quite bare, and I also want to remove those torches because it's just looking silly, all the torch spam. So let me grab some pumpkins and some carpets from my other village, and let's start working on lighting this place up. Okay, so I've been to the other village and I managed to get some materials, so let's put in some planter boxes and just brighten this place a little bit up because it's so bare right now. So we're going to also put in one here, and this is not ideal, so maybe just put one in between. And then we want a small flower in front of the window and something in between that's smaller, so we'll use some poppies like this. I'm also going to do that on the other building, but let's first continue this side a little bit. So let's also remove this bottom part and put in some dirt and put in a full rose bush, and let's do it also on this side. Okay, so this front middle part I want to have it open without the torches. So let's see, to light this up really good, we could use some jack-o'-lantern maybe in the middle. This way we can see it from the pathway and everything is still nicely lit up. So let's also put some on the side and maybe next to the beam. Oh. And also on this side. And I will do this through the entire village, what we've done so far. So also on that side, in between all the houses, like everywhere I think flowers are needed or lighting are needed, I will do it. So let me time lapse this and I'll be back. And I'm back again. So I'm on top of our mushroom, and as you can see, this is what I made of it. So I made a pumpkin field since we need quite a lot of jack-o'-lanterns to light everything up. And as you can see, inside of the village we don't have any more torches, only outside and where we haven't done anything yet. So the next thing I want to do is this strong mushroom where I'm standing up. I want to build a house at this spot so we can gather our mushroom blocks inside. And yeah, let me get down and let's get started. So this will be the full floor plan for this mushroom, and we're just going to start here in front. We're going to make an entrance here, and yeah, okay. So we're going to make the foundation out of stone bricks, and we're going to put our door in here, so like that. And then for this corner we're also putting up some stone bricks, and the corners will do some cobblestone. And then on this corner we get a bit different because this will be a chimney, so we're going to put in two of those so I can put on this. And here we're gonna put some stairs, I think, so we round it off nicely. So this will be our chimney. And then on this side we're going to put in more stone bricks. Okay, so as you can see, I already grew a mushroom inside, and that's to see how much space I want on the outside. So this will be our bottom floor, and then for the next floor I'm going to make it go outside out a little bit more, just like we did on that home. Can barely see it. Let me just walk over. So as you can see, we've placed in a foundation and then we broaden it with some dark oak and then our mushroom blocks. And that's sort of also what we're going to do here. So let me get started on this. So from here we're going to put in one here and one there. and a slab on top of our door, and also on those sides. Then on the cobblestone part, we're going to put in a stair towards the cobblestone, and for these sides we're going to do exactly the same as the front, and I will do that all the way around. Okay, so the trim is in, so now we can start on our next floor. So let me get up. So on this floor we're going to start on this corner, and we're going to just fill everything in with one line of white mushroom blocks, and we're going to raise that a few blocks just like we did over there. So we're going to raise this just so that we can put in that we can grow in a mushroom. So this is 2, 3, 4. I think this will do, because afterwards we're going to slope in a little bit. It will not be exactly the same as that one, but it will sort of look like it. So how tall did I make it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that would be fine. 2, 3, 4. Let's connect it like this. And we're doing this all the way around. Okay, so now that our second story is in, we're going to slope it backwards a little bit. So I will do that by placing a scaffolding and placing the mushroom blocks against it, like so. And then also on this side, and then simply remove it. And we're going to do this all the way around for this layer. Just follow the line that we already had. And then we're going to put in another layer, but this time I think I want to widen this a little bit, like this. And then we don't need this one, so we're going to start further inwards. So we're going to make this 3, and then we're going to also widen this, and we'll do that all the way around. And then we're going to follow our lining again, so we're going to put it in like this and like this, and then we're going to do that for this layer. So now we've got this layer in, we can see that we're already quite high compared to everything else, and that's also because it's standing on top of a hill. So avoid getting it way too tall. We're going to cap it off right here, and we're just going to fill in our top floor or roof line with some dark oak beams. So we're going to start I think here. So from that side we're going to put in a beam all the way till the front part. As you can see, this is the front, and we're also going to do that on that side. And then from this side we're going to put in a beam, but then fracture, since we already have a beam on the other places as well, like this. And we're going to put in some oak trapdoors in between on the bottom part. Don't have them on me, but that's what we're going to do. And then I'm going to cap this off with some half slabs so it's not spawnable. And then from here we're going to get in a roof line. Okay, so this is what it looks like now, and we're going to put in the roof line, and I'm going to let it stick it out just maybe 1, 2 blocks over this part. And we're going to make it half round over the top and sort of circular, and then we're going to refine the other floors, since I only put in an outline for the walls. So let me time-lapse this, and then you can see how it will look like. So this is what it is now. It's really chubby, but I'm fine with that. It needs to be practical first, and then it needs to look great. So I think it looks nice. I said I wanted a fireplace in here, and that's also what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put in a fireplace there, and then I'm going to make it looks nice by putting in some stone bricks, and I'm also going to make this a little bit wider, and then we're going to raise this up as well. Let me get up there. And we also have to make sure that it comes out at the other side of the roof, since we didn't do that yet. And since this part is spawnable and I don't want it to be spawnable, we're going to use some stairs on top of all of them. And here I think I will do a cobblestone slab. Okay, so now that I've put in the stairs and the slabs, it's sort of spawn proof, only the floor isn't. And since this is the block where we want to place our mushrooms and grow them, I think we will need some light in the corners probably. So I guess we're going to, I can take this out. I think we'll see that on the outside. Well, we can do that, but then I have to adjust it a little bit. So let's see. Okay, so we've got some jack-o'-lanterns. Let's put them in like this and cover them with some dark oak trapdoors, and let's also do the same on the inside. Then it looks a little bit like this, and that way it will make everything spawn proof, and we can put in as much lighting as we want. And then I'm going to change all of the floor to dark oak except for this middle block. So we're going to take this out, all of it. Okay, so let's go up one more time so we can finish the windows, since I don't want a really big window like that. We're going to put in the middle a strip, so we have two smaller windows, and we're going to do that on all sides, just like so. And then we're going to fill them up with some light blue glass, and I will also hang some lanterns from the ceiling. It's not even. Hold on. So I think I will put it in these corners, since those are symmetrical. And this way this entire mushroom is nicely lit up from the inside, and we can grow our mushroom for our mushroom blocks whenever we want. Now all that's left for me to do is climb on top and put in our campfire for our chimney. And we should see something, yes, like this. So we're going to not higher it any higher, since it's already a really tall build and I don't want it to stick out too much. So we're going to enclose it with some dark oak trapdoors and then a half slab on top, just like so. And I take a little bit of a distance. You can see it's a really chubby mushroom, and I will put in some light blue glass and clean up everything that I left here. And then I will put in also some jack-o'-lanterns on the outside, so we don't have those torches. And then this build is done. So, and with that, we're at the end of the episode. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.